Hi everyone, welcome to Ship Talk. My name is Nathan, Marketing Director at Lojistic, where we help companies control and reduce shipping costs. And today I'm joined by Lojistic co-founder, Jared. Jared, welcome.
Nate, how you doing?
So today we are going to be talking about GL coding for shipping costs.
Yes.
And to answer your question, I'm doing great because I love GL coding.
You look great.
Thank you. I try. So at Lojistic, we consider GL coding to be a soft cost savings. It's something that we offer to all of our clients for free, as you know. So let's chat about it for a few minutes. Let's start by just answering the question, what is GL coding?
Yeah, so GL stands for General Ledger, right? And essentially what it is it's assigning shipping costs to certain either departments or business units. So for example, if I'm a company that ships out hundreds or thousands of packages a day, some of those packages may be associated with a marketing department, for example. They may be associated with sales, right? So there's different departments that are responsible for certain packages or shipments that are going out. So geocoding is essentially a way to set up geocoding rules to assign cost centers or cost codes to particular shipments so that we can associate those shipments with certain departments or business units.
So how does GL coding help businesses save time?
The department that is typically responsible for GL coding is accounting. And so typically you'll have somebody on an accounting team in the accounting department that is responsible for identifying shipments and determining what GL codes go with those particular shipments. And so and we just had a client or a prospect that we were speaking with last week that somebody was spending an entire day
Wow.
geocoding shipments, right? And so
8 hours of staff time a week, essentially?
8 hours of staff time a week, right? And so that's obviously a significant amount of time that somebody is, in this case, was manually basically going through their shipments and making sure that there were GL codes associated with all of their shipments, right? And so us taking that over, we're able to automate that process, right? And so first it's understanding the business rules that a particular shipper has in place. And it's automating the assignment of those GL codes or applying those rules to their shipments. Essentially, any shipment that doesn't meet any of the criteria are basically called out, and then that's an opportunity to then determine what do we need to do with this particular shipment. So perhaps there's a new GL coding rule that needs to be set up, or for whatever reason that shipment didn't meet the criteria to fall within one of the existing GL codes, in which case we're then just determining where that particular shipment, the cost need to be assigned to.
Okay, so in addition to time, money savings, are there any additional benefits for using Lojistic's GL coding?
You know, a shipper number is almost like a credit card.
Okay.
Right? And so, if I have your shipper number, whether I'm a current employee, a former employee, I could potentially use your account number without authorization. And so, one of the additional benefits that comes to mind is geocoding is a way to make sure that all shipments that are charged to my account number are authorized. And if there's shipments that don't meet any of my geocoding rules, well, those are shipments that are flagged or identified as shipments that need to be looked at, right? And so there's an opportunity there to identify shipments that perhaps are being shipped out without authorization.
Okay, so there's like a little bit of fraud protection baked into that.
Sure.
You could say.
Yeah.
If you're using the credit card analogy.
Yep, totally.
All right, so how can Lojistic users get GL coding? What do they have to do?
For somebody that already has GL coding, like that is already geocoding and has geocoding rules already set up, what we can do is take that over for them and automate that process. So in the example that I used earlier, where a company that we were talking to, somebody was spending an entire day every week doing geocoding, we can automate that process and give them back those 8 hours time, translating to obviously money. So we can automate for those that already have geocoding in place. We can take that over and automate it. And then there are companies additionally that are not doing any geocoding. So what we can do there is have some discussion with them around how to go about setting up geocoding, essentially the rules that they want to create so that they can assign certain shipments back to certain departments or business units or cost centers. And so, yeah, we can help them get that set up. And then, if they want to handle that themselves, that's fine. If they want Lojistic to handle that for them, we'd be happy to do that as well. One of the features of being a Lojistic client, specific to our audit and refund recovery service, is we provide geocoding at no extra cost for all of our clients. Something we handle for hundreds and hundreds of our customers or of our clients, and are very good at geocoding and have the process down such that it is primarily automated. Sure, there's always going to be shipments that fall outside of any rules that have been identified, but for those that we are doing geocoding for, it's a big time and money savings, and typically accounting departments love us.
They love us for
as a result.
I know. I see those gift baskets you get every year from the accounting department.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yep.
Well, Jared, thanks for the insight on geocoding. Appreciate it. For more information on how you can join thousands of other businesses to control and reduce shipping costs, go to lojistic.com. That's www.lojistic.com. Create a free Lojistic account in less than a minute and send costs packing. Until next time, take care.